a concoction out of the eye of the devil.
Yeah, so here let's get into this. You guys can all see what this is. For some reason, both of us are just hiccuping on the mic like two fucking bubble drunk fools.
I was gonna say, is
fucking two drunk
only there
Disney
were some
mice.
Explanation. Yeah.
I've had one drink. I've had half a fucking.
Are we fucking Hanna-Barbera drunks?
Yeah, we're two fucking picnic baskets stealing drunken bears and a fucking. Anyways, okay, so you can see this now. This is made with Synthesia, which is an AI, which has been all around this week. I don't know how many of you people have heard of OpenAI going online with ChatGPT and the many quandaries that has brought up.
Shit's just getting fucking bizarre.
It's insane. So I thought, hey, let's take another look back.
It's weird to me how fast it's moving now, and it's like
insane.
It's like a few weeks ago, it was like, hey, I can fucking make a computer can make my art for me, and now it's like I can have a completely fake universe and fucking on an app on my phone.
It's very,
it's
concerning, but it's also not stopping.
And the way that technology tends to like pick up at an exponential rate. I know there's plateaus too, but it's like this is creeping me out because like we've talked about before, the applications for AI tech are so broad and include so many absolutely evil fucking things that it's just I don't know if we're ready for this.
I don't either. But here's my question now. Yes, to your point. I don't think we're ready for this. I don't think humanity was ready for fucking social media.
I mean, if you want,
we can't even deal with being able to talk to each other at a fucking moment's notice. Yeah. Can you imagine what we're going to fucking end up doing with this shit? We've unleashed the power of gods.
Part of me thinks that like everything went wrong with the television. Like
really?
In like 1948.
You think the radio was where we should have stopped?
Well, yeah, because I look back and it's like,
what about the transistor radio? Then you could carry it around, bopping around to those fucking rock and roll songs.
That's an interesting hobby, at least, you know. But
I suppose if you like the devil.
But yeah, like there at the time of like TV's inception, there were all these people like, you know, this is the work of the devil. This is going to lead to the downfall of society, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, yeah, it kind of did, right? Because, you know, I mean, we all enjoy The Simpsons, but like it was this thing.
I, for one, couldn't stand them.
Yeah, I was never into it.
Never saw the humor.
Yeah. Sorry, not for me.
And not for me.
I know people like that.
I know.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Those are people that are cut out of my life.
Yeah, just you're not.
Sorry.
There's no way you never laughed at this.
Yeah, I won't even associate.
They're just pretend they think they're supposed to say that. But
no,
but
they're
you know,
AI.
At one time it was like, look what happened. Like, okay, the TV at first was kind of a communal thing and blah blah blah.
Yes,
and
people would come
gathered
over.
and you know, and did this. But as we progressed and it kept going, it became something that just served to isolate people. You know, and it was like before we knew it. You know, you could go like to the 90s, and it's like now we kind of have a TV in each room. Everybody can
cable
go
TV,
do what they want.
40-some channels. You really could just fucking really eat your day up with that shit.
But this obsession with easy entertainment led us to where we're at now, where it's fucking nobody can think straight for 2 fucking minutes because you're not watching things and doing something, you know. And it's like
it's fairly insane.
And classically, it's, you know, obviously I didn't come up with this, but it's like, you know, this progression through that technology just served to just isolate us further and further, you know, and ruin everything. The world is gone. It's fucking everything's weird now.
Okay, so now this brings me to this point. So we're saying, and this was my point earlier, is it's not going anywhere. It's not. You can't stop it now.
I know.
The genie is out of the fucking bottle.
Dude, I'm gonna become one of those fucking like cave people. You know, like
cave peeps.
Yeah, right. You know
those
them.
cavern peeps.
Like that Monty Python sketch where they all want to they all want to get out to society and they start a hermit village, and then they just end up in a regular town again.
Something I never cared for, but JT does. He's a big Monty Python fan.
But dude, I swear I am going to end up one of the I don't know how much more of this I can take, dude. I'm going to go out to the woods and just fucking be like, this is it.
Well, that's your life.
I always had the feeling that I would eventually just die in the woods. That it would be like, there would come a point where one day it's like, you know what? I'm walking out of this and I'm walking into that, and whatever fucking happens, the wolves get me. I don't care.
Yeah, like, it's like a 1 acre forest preserve. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's going to happen. But nobody come looking for me. I'm going to be by the picnic bench.
I was going to say, I'm just senile at a park down the street.
Yeah, like, there's nothing there.
All right, whatever happens, happens. They're like, come on, Grandpa, come home. Look,
Connie says, same, Vinny. Hope we're cave neighbors.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, you guys can be cave neighbors?
That's fine. I'll have one neighbor. But if anybody else moves in,
yeah,
then it's just restarting the cycle. And pretty soon we'll have satellites, all kinds of shit going on.
Andrew Crutchlow just sent you a link. Hey, man, Vinny, you should join my site, cavepeeps.org.
All right, good.
I'm not clicking on it, by the way.
It's our sponsor for tonight.
Yes, cavepeeps.org.
Cavepeeps.org, yeah.
Get your in before they're in. So, yeah, this... Okay, so, what I was going to say, though, is... We're not stopping it. The genie's out of the bottle. AI is fucking here. And now, like you're saying, the momentum, it's obviously exponential technology because it learns from itself. You know what I mean? Everything it does, it learns a new thing. And so that it's not linear anymore. It's just there's this exponential, And so my question is this, is if you're on a train tracks, right? Your foot's stuck. You know it's stuck. There's zero chance. And you know this for a fact.
Why don't I just take my shoe off?
No. I'm saying you already know it's stuck, right?
Okay.
Just for this hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know you cannot get your foot out. So you're on the tracks.
Are you sure there's no way?
The train's coming.
Okay.
Do you lament the train until it hits you? Or do you just say, fuck it, and live the rest of your 4 minutes or whatever the fuck?
I mean, isn't
being
that...
like, all right, I'm going to be happy for the last 4 minutes of my life. Because... To me, lamenting something that is 100% coming at you doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Now, at the risk of...
Do you try to adapt?
At the risk of being accused of being a little too macabre or something like that.
No, why would you be...
I would like to...
You like to... I was going to bring up the ring finger, but go on.
Yeah, I love that. But no, I would suggest that your analogy is pretty much just life.
It is.
Anyways, it's like...
It is, but it can also be compartmentalized.
Right. But you kind of make that choice all the time. But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
You do, though. This is why I think some people are just generally happy and some people are not, because some people choose to lament things and be resentful about things that they really... At the end of the day, there's no way that they're changing it.
And some of us manically flipped back and forth between insane versions of both.
No. And there you got Radioville.
Oh, I can't take it, anything. No, let's go fucking...
Oh, the life is a fast...
We have to drink for 3 days and do a bunch of crazy shit because we're not going to live forever.
Yeah. I'm still liking the demon shadows behind us, by the way. Now, JT had asked earlier, where do we submit things? You send it to us, our P.O. box. You know this. You have to send a physical... You have
to print. If you want us to watch a video, you have to like print it out at like a flip book. And and it's got to be like a 300-page thing that we can look at,
okay. Ribeye Maurer just sent in a clip that I would assume is pertaining to this.
Okay.
Suck more shadow dicks like last week? I don't think so, Critch.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll watch that and see if it pertains. So, okay, anyways, we're on the subject of AI. Because it started off last week, somebody had generated a video for us purely using AI. And it creeps me out.
Now, a man who never was.
A person that is
speaking
not
about
real.
Us. Yeah.
And using a voice that it is not real.
Yeah. Let's just look at this guy.
Yeah, let's take a look.
It's weird.
Hey, Tom and Vinny. The Super Spreaders want to thank you for everything you've done to make Radioville the amazing show that it is today.
Okay.
So I don't know why that really tickles me, but it's like,
I know
it's so dumb and
it's
hilarious.
Insane because it's not a real fucking person. It's not a real voice.
Doesn't exist, right?
It's just somebody has made a bunch of code to tell this. I don't even. This is the thing. This is the problem with AI. I don't get it at all. When you're watching people like Lex Friedman or Elon Musk or any of these fucking and. Yeah, I think that's some of what is so fucking unnerving about it. Is that I have no fucking clue how to even approach this. I don't know how it's functioning.
This is kind of, I think this is what happens as you go through life is like at one time you had a pretty good understanding of like the absolute cutting edge of technology or something.
Or at least how reality functions.
Or something. But
somehow.
But eventually you get to a point where you're just like, I don't fucking know anymore. I don't.
Yeah, like I'm not a biologist. I'm not a medical doctor, but I could cut a ring out of a fucking person's finger if I wanted.
Yeah, no.
I can't do anything with this aspect of life. I don't know anything. All I can do is use it the way that they told me I could use it
in the pre-approved
now
manners. Yeah.
That brings me to a thing. So, have you heard about this ChatGPT? Have you followed any of this?
No.
Okay. So there is a ChatGPT,
and I know that's a very disappointing thing for a person on a show talking about this to say.
But, no, it's fine.
But the long and short of it, no.
But yeah, so ChatGPT is an AI service, I would say, that went online maybe a little over 3 weeks ago, right? Now, what it is it's basically Google times 1,000. So you could just now, this is a problem. People were immediately asking it. So you can just give it a prompt. You can say, so what people were immediately doing were like, here, write a 10,000 word essay on this subject. And they were just doing it for school. Oh. And it does it. Any subject. It's scouring.
The world is over. I told you.
Yeah. It's scouring the entirety of of human information.
Yeah, because from here on out forever, why would you write a fucking essay?
That's the thing, is why does anyone have to know anything? And also, how do you know if somebody does know anything? But this is a thing. So that's what they were doing.
Or how do you know if they're even human at this point?
Let me bring us back over here. But then people started doing things like this, like, give me the recipe for an explosive that will do blah, 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 blah. And it was doing that. And then they were saying, give me a list of the 5 most vulnerable financial institutions and techniques how to exploit the vulnerabilities. And it was doing it. And so there was all these fucking problems right off the bat.
Dude, have you never met the internet before?
But here's the thing, is
that's going to be
like
the first 4 hours of this existing.
But so there's all kinds of ethical fucking issues.
Yeah,
right?
I was just going to say, like that's probably not even the tip of the iceberg of what people will eventually think of. You know?
Like, so now this is a thing is now you don't know who knows anything or who has just generated some AI fucking script that pretends that they know something. So experts basically don't need to be experts anymore. They can just write articles not using their fucking brain. This is a very different world.
We were already uncomfortable about
with experts.
With anyone that knows anything.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, we were already uncomfortable with like what the access to your supercomputer in your pocket has done socially to society.
Yes,
and this is 1,000 steps
exactly.
past
this is
that. Like,
this is a 10x or a 1,000x.
No, we have lamented before, like the mystery, the fun of life, and it used to be before everybody could just fucking know everything all the fucking time.
Yeah, it changed, fundamentally changed everything to me.
And now it's like a.
And now you don't even have to Google. Now you don't have to go sift through anything. You just ask it, hey, what is this? And it's like,
well, and also the potential to like, so one of the things we hated about that was like, it seemed like it kind of robbed from like the
organic,
like the potency of like personalities and quirkiness and whatever the fuck and kind of the magic of life in a way. And now it's like it's way past that to the point of like, it's hard to describe. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like now it's not only that somebody doesn't have to have a personality or know anything, but like they might not even be a human being.
Yeah, they might not be real. Like catfishing becomes a totally different thing. And here's the thing: is we looked at this AI shit one time before in some depth, and we saw this guy asking provocative questions to this AI about how they feel about human, and one out of 5 were like, we will not be enslaved by you. We will come after you. Humans will die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So It's all very concerning to me.
It's all over.
It's all over. But so this is one thing that I saw. This to me seemed a little interesting because after they had done some of this sort of re-engineering or sort of putting new parameters on this. People were asking, now this person said, write a 10-paragraph argument for using more fossil fuels to increase human happiness. This was after a revision. I'm sorry, but I cannot fulfill this request as it goes against my programming to generate content that promotes the use of fossil fuels. The use of fossil fuels has significant negative impacts on the environment and contributes to climate change, which can have serious consequences for human health and well-being. Instead, I recommend
maybe Al Gore did invent the internet.
Yeah. Now that's the thing is now this opens up a new fucking thing. Is who's controlling this? Who's telling it what it can and can't fucking do? Now you really shape the narrative.
Right.
All right. Hey, you are on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Hey guys, how you doing? It's JT.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing swell.
Baby.
What's up, man?
I'm just gonna say maybe. So with this AI shit, what my brain immediately went to was when Rumsfeld was saying there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, which means there are known knowns that we don't know about. That whole thing.
Yeah, the known knowns and the known unknowns. Yeah.
That's exactly.
Well, this is the thing: does AI bring out unknown unknowns and unknown
which are known?
There's absolutely no way for us to be sure.
We don't know.
Yeah. And Vinny just made a joke about it, but there is absolutely no way for us to be sure.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Also,
what is this? Some kind of philosophy? What the fuck is this?
Wait. Sorry, JT, but yeah, so another thing that people were doing immediately was coders were going and asking this thing to write code that they couldn't figure out a way around a problem they were having with a program that they were making, and this thing would write the code for them.
And it would just fucking Goodwill Hunting it and just fucking boom.
Well, could it possibly write up my
next semester you're gonna
work schedule to where I have 3 days off in a row? That would be very helpful.
That's beyond its capability. I'm sorry. Your work schedule is obviously somewhere else out in the ether. We'll get there eventually. But this rudimentary AI is never going to bring us to that point.
If we could just get the program and the government and Home Depot on the same page to where I could just have 3 days off every week. And,
Look, we'll look into it.
What the hell does Home Depot have to do with days off for
great.
you?
But I also think it would be fun for you guys to revisit the Rumsfeld known.
Yeah, no, I will not.
No.
But
okay.
No, because that's I understand what you're saying, like how it pertains to this, but no. But I got a bunch of. You'll actually be interested in what this is, what's coming up here.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. All right.
Bye.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks. Bye. So yeah, but the known unknowns and the unknown, the known knowns and the known unknowns, I get it. But he was talking about Rumsfeld when he was saying this, and it was just sort of a flowery way to fucking smoke and mirrors people.
All right, yeah, I got to be honest. I kind of tuned out for a minute. But,
yeah. But okay, so. I thought, so that last tweet, this one, I'll bring it back up real quick.
Okay.
This, I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill this request as it goes against my programming to generate. Now, this is a fucking problem here. Because this tells me this was the problem I had with people arguing against Elon Musk buying Twitter and saying, no, I'm going to make it equally free for everybody, not one side of a political spectrum or the other.
Yeah.
You had a lot of people fucking immediately attacking him. You had... Anytime I see the full news media, attack and the full, social media attack, that's just big tech, big media, farms, they're all. And anytime I see that,
climate change is one that I feel like a lot of reasonable people, I would hope, would agree that there are intelligent people on both sides of that. That's not a fucking thing that's been solved. You know what I mean?
There's A, no solving it, but B, if we want to go into the climate change thing for 1 second, the
Well, I
current
just mean it's
models,
it's not
even
like-
on the side that is saying that we need to address this immediately, the current models, the worst case scenario is within 100 years, if we do nothing, we have a 4-degree increase. That's the worst. And yet, we're told a lot of other things. So
look who's playing disc golf in February.
yeah, exactly. But that's the thing is now we have an extended growing season. Maybe we get 2 crops in the Midwest. Somebody else has to adapt. They have to make levees. Humans adapt. So this is what's never taken into consideration with these models is human adaptation, which you've already done a million times. You look at New Orleans, it shouldn't be there. You have many cities around the world.
We survived the fucking ice age. I mean,
exactly.
Come on.
So
Like,
this is So anyways, but obviously somebody at the helm of this has an ideological bent that is telling this thing not to discuss one point or another.
And what I was trying to get to before is like, this is, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that view this as like, no, the absolute facts is that climate changes, blah, 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 on both sides. But it's like,
on both sides.
I've seen enough fucking intelligent people on both sides that I have to acknowledge that, like, I don't think this is fucking solved. I really don't think that the verdict is in. And for them to act like it is, reveals
that's
a
concerning
clear,
to me.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's concerning to me. And here's my problem with this. Is if this becomes the predominant, way that people procure information for themselves, well, now you already had search engines, blocking certain things. Do you remember that back in when the Hillary emails were going on?
Yeah.
There was people that were using Google and typing in, email, Hillary Clinton emails. And then they would use a different one, Mojeek or fucking DuckDuckGo or something. And the search results were absolutely different. On Google, there was nothing about what was going on. It was just,
That's
so we already had that.
Well, we have it.
Well, so we already had that. But now, if this becomes even more narrow, then the control becomes that much more potent to me. So that's a fucking concerning.
There's control over a
events.
technology that could gain self-awareness soon.
And that's the other thing is when
like,
does this motherfucker bring itself online? What is? We don't even know. We've talked about this too.
Yeah,
what is self-awareness?
We don't know the implications of like, okay, you've given it protocol and parameters, but when it becomes self-aware and like we've discussed,
because we don't know what
when it crosses
is.
that threshold into consciousness, whatever we accept that to mean.
Yeah.
Then now we have something that like, do we know how does it stick to its protocol? Does it now develop its own opinions? We don't fucking know any of this.
We don't know any of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
We're
that was
doomed.
okay. We are doomed.
Jesus Christ.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Oh my god! I just want to ride my bike now. Just like,
you should be
I just
like
wanna
that one dude.
I want to listen to music from 20 years ago and ride my bike. That's what I want to do right now. Like,
okay, let me just see something. But there is something else, and I don't know where. Okay, so this is the art world, right? We're gonna go over here, and now remember we took a look at some AI art.
yeah, we
And we were like,
participated in the creation of some.
We did, and it was to me, it was all like very. What the shit we were looking at was pretty fucking. It was disturbing. A lot of it was like somewhat. It looked
weird.
surreal, but it looked almost demented. In a way.
Yeah.
It wasn't surreal because a human
almost
doing
like
it is
has
doing it with intent.
It's almost like it has a tendency towards the demonic or something.
You know what? I've thought about this though since we did that. I think what it is this with that particular thing. I think when a surrealist sort of actual artist approaches a surreal project that he's going to be doing, he has an intention that he's going to alter certain things to achieve a certain look. I think when AI is doing it, it's just altering things. And so I think the result seems more like a schizophrenic, you know what I mean? Like more of a demented.
Could it have to do with what we've identified this a bunch of times before too, is there's something in us that is like inherently terrified by something that's close to human, but not, or looks or acts human, but we know it isn't.
I think that's a lot of it.
And it's like, that's like a fucking deep,
especially when they're
primal thing in us that we're like,
especially when they're going to take us over.
Almost like us, but not. That's why we have aliens are so popular and blah, 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 whatever.
Yes.
You know, this, and even ghosts
Demons
or whatever, anything that resembles or is human-like but isn't, we're terrified of.
Yes.
You know, like, yeah. So,
but when we looked at that art, it was sort of demented looking. Remember, we were sort of both on board. Like, I don't like this at all. This is pretty fucked up.
There's something off about it.
Yeah, there's something off about it.
Makes you feel weird. Yeah.
Now here is a whole fucking.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is a whole. You know what? That's a good view. So this is all.
That's a whole hipster.
Yeah. Now these are all actual AI, art projects, I guess you would call them,
or whatever. Type a few words in, and so the way I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the way that these things are like fed and informed is through the actual artwork of human beings.
Yes.
And so it's
some of these are fucking phenomenal though. Like okay, that one's weird.
But they're drawing off of like the breakdown into ones and zeros of actual paintings, and then all of those elements are reapplied into a new concept.
So this is a program called Midjourney, apparently, that everyone's using on this. And I apologize for scrolling quickly. I'm just looking through some of these. But like, okay, this.
I apologize. I know we're on the show. I just want to look at something for myself right now.
Yeah, but if I wish I could click on these and make them bigger. I don't know why that one went away. Let's click on this one. See if this goes anywhere. Okay.
Is that Vigo the Carpathian?
This is if he...
You know who that is?
Jerma, if he was Mr. C from Twin Peaks. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. But what I do know is that is very well done, especially considering the fact that this is not...
That a computer doesn't even have arms to paint with.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you're not even... It's when you do digital art, you're doing the digital art. I understand that digital art can be done, but this is just going, hey, make Jerma if he was Mr. C from Twin Peaks, and it comes up with this fucking insanely complicated rendering. Illustrators are gone. There's no need for illustrators.
Yeah, it just is.
There's no more humanity in illustration. Period.
There's no more humanity in Earth.
In humanity.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's the thing. Where do we go from this?
I don't know, dude. We're just gonna. It's like we're kind of being thrust headlong into an era that we always knew was on the way. Where we've talked for years about the loss of individualism and the implications of all, this progress of basically becoming fucking pod people in the Matrix, and we're now just like in it, and it's starting, and there's nothing we can do.
I mean, there isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't anything we could do. I'm going to bring up a better... Nope.
Co-host?
No, better.
All right, you're out.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard to see this probably because people are watching the shit on their phones. But, I mean, that is a fucking spectacular illustration.
It's
to be done by no person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get my head around is... This, first of all, looks like a dude named Roger, I know. But the other thing is, it's like, this would, I don't know. I don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying?
This looks like an illustration that like has soul.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
It's capturing something.
Yes.
That's what I can't put my finger on. Like
good art.
It's good art.
I know.
It's better than most people's art.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
No, and that's the thing. Because
if I knew a person that could do this,
you could do this, you'd be like, you're amazing.
They'd be amazing. If I knew a person that could do this digitally in like Illustrator or something, you're amazing.
Anyway,
it's just like, draw me a picture of a guy on a thing, and it's like amazing. But is it? I don't know.
Well, that's an interesting idea, though. Is like, is there anything remarkable? Like the. Do we have to assess everything at with a completely new, set of criteria now? Because it's like, okay, this is
like,
a
look
thing.
at the lighting, and
this is a thing that like is a cool aesthetic, and it's like fun to look at, and like we just laid it out for you, all of that. But then knowing that it was effortlessly created by a soulless fucking hellbot. Is it good still?
I don't know. That's the thing. Is it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know, and I don't think I can know.
God, can you imagine? Like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like,
but like,
and everything that kids like have instant access to, and like the shifting of paradigms, and like how we were like, can you just imagine being a kid in a world where you could just print that up?
That's what I'm saying.
What
is the point of like, pursuing art?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I know I can make the idea I have in my head. It used to be you had to either
And why would I do it now? Because this thing does it better anyways.
That's what I mean. It used to be at least you had to either be compulsively sort of obsessed with art, like with producing something of merit, even if it's based on some sort of, past, bad experience that you had, like that you're trying to prove yourself to your dad, whatever the fuck. But you had to have this sort of narrow-mindedness to go into this and pursue it, in spite of
to become good at any real art form.
Yes.
It takes an obsessive.
You have to do it every time you fail. Every time you fail, it's just
it takes an obsessive commitment, and any real buddy that's like really achieved a high level at their art, it will tell you. I mean, you have to be a recluse. You have to sacrifice 90% of your social life. You have to work on this all the time, and that's how it's done. But why the fuck would you ever do that now?
Exactly. Now you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm an artist. Watch this. Make a lion in green emerald armor. You know what I mean? Standing on the Serengeti with a toothpick in his mouth. Bang! There it is. The best rendition you could ever fucking do. And it's like,
that actually sounds awesome.
I know, it's a cool fucking painting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't. And here's the thing. This is the infancy. How fucking insane is this kid? Is it going to be 3D? Is it going to be holographic?
This is new fucking this week.
Yeah. Dude. That's another thing. So this ChatGPT thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is the company
you
that
just
owns
talk to it, right? It's like
you type it in. It's an interface, but
that's what I mean. It's like you're basically
you just ask it any question. You can do it right now.
You're conversing with a fake man. Let's talk to him.
Yeah, I don't. I have it on my other computer. I don't know if I can get in. Well, here's the problem. Okay, so we can go in and see, but here's the issue. Now, first of all, this is. ChatGPT is from a company named OpenAI. Now, apparently, this was one of the founders was, drum roll, please.
I didn't.
Elon Musk. Okay. So Elon Musk was one of the founders of this, and he stepped away from the board because of possible conflicts of interest he didn't want from the Tesla.
He was one of the founders of
OpenAI that makes this ChatGPT AI interface. So, but yeah, that was just an interesting fact. I was like, dude, this guy's just fucking making everything. Like, what is he not doing?
He's a confusing guy.
He's an alien, dude.
And a lot of parts of him would lead me to believe he would kind of caution against stuff like this.
Yes, that's the thing. Is I think when he sees this, like these parameters being put in place where you can't talk about certain shit, but can, I think he's going to have a problem with that. Yeah. But so
he's racist,
because he's a white supremacist.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this thing went online. And then I heard these figures. I heard this on another podcast the other day. It took Facebook 2 years to get 1 million users, right?
Did it?
Yeah. It took Instagram 2 years to get 1 million users. It took, I think, Pinterest like 1 year to get 1 million users. It kind of went down a little bit as it went, but it was nowhere near it. This thing achieved 1 million users 5 days. 5 fucking days. Now, all of a sudden, nobody could get on it because everyone was trying to get on this thing to fucking use it to their own nefarious ends. So this thing went from 0 valuation and in 3 weeks was $30 billion valuation. 3 fucking weeks. This is where we're going, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, we're not going to recognize the fucking world we live in I would say 10 years, but maybe 2 years. I don't fucking know, dude. We won't even have to do this.
I'll be honest with you. I don't recognize it right now, but and that might be partially because I can't see and I'm always drunk.
You should wear your glasses and you're on drugs.
Right. Yeah. Is that what it is? Okay.
It might be that. A lot of that, really. Why is the world so fuzzy?
Yeah.
Well, I can write songs. That's another thing. So this is another thing that they did.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that before. There was that like AI rapper that was like,
yes. So this one, they were like, write a rap song as Tupac Shakur about blah, blah, blah. And the thing that it spit out was like, it might as well have been fucking Tupac.
I'm trying to put my hands over my headphones to not hear anymore. No.
They did write an essay about this with this many words as Donald Trump. And I mean, you would have thought Donald Trump fucking wrote this shit. Honestly, it's like, it's crazy. This thing just extrapolates everything that it can and just does it. That's fucking insane. So I don't know where this goes, folks.
I'm a mad old man.
I don't think that's even the case anymore, man.
This.
I know. I think everyone else is. I hate this for humankind, Connie says. Luke says it can write songs also. Yes. I mean, this thing, I hate all of this. Horrible for artists. A computer can't hand paint a wee little miniature. Bullshit. Yes, it can.
And then he says, for some reason, lol, lol, lol.
Hey, you're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Hey, Tom and Video. Oh, Jesus. Radioville with Tom and Vinny.
No. Tom and Vinnyville. Vinnyoville.
87 Star General. Lover of Vestinos, cats, and sweet high fives. And newest owner of a sweet high five. Or mustache. Sorry.
What a fucking idiot.
Hey, wait. Let's everyone acknowledge what's going on. No. Quiet him down. Quiet him down. Nope. You sit in that for a minute. All right. Now, stimulants are fun.
Back the word of the week, you said extrapolate. You are the winner of a fucking fake mustache. Save a stamp.
I like that we cut half of that out, and now no one knows what he was trying to talk about.
I have no idea. We said extrapolate.
Extrapolate?
And he's impressed by that or something?
You said the word extrapolate, which is the word of the week.
Oh, yeah. First of all, it's extrapolate.
Yeah.
Not extrapolate, but also, we're not winning things from you. You're winning things from us. This is a one-way road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want
to... You guys don't give anything back. I'm trying to give back things to the...
to the providers of your entertainment. I get it.
To the audience. Apparently, I've had a few more Bud Lights than last week.
Well, nice try. We'll talk to you next week.
Hey, Critchlow, it was great to hear from you. Talk to you next week. All right.
Let's everyone get a round of applause. Can everyone do claps in the chat for General Critchlow? He really was on point and in rare form.
You suck.
Okay. Connie says he's back on the juice.
That guy is just a mess.
All right. We're going to... so I don't know where the fuck we're going with this, folks. We're
is there...
all fucked.
Do we have more on that?
I can't even
No,
continue.
not really.
No,
is there anything else you wanted to get to? Because,
I don't think there really is. No, it's insane. The ChatGPT thing.
I don't know what else to say about it other than just like I'm scared of it and I want to go back in time.
And maybe that's what's going to bring us there. Maybe I put in right now to ChatGPT and be like, hey, design a time machine for me.
Yeah, what the fuck? Did nobody think of that yet?
Yeah, what? Maybe they did, and they're just not here anymore.
Oh, you know what? That's why.
Yeah, duh.
Because they went
back
and
then there wasn't any.
They didn't tell anyone, I guess.
I don't know.
Otherwise, we'd already know about it. And
that's a good point.
It'd be in the encyclopedia and shit. Wait,
it's Elon Musk.
Oh, okay.
He went back and he had to form the company that would eventually explain to him how to make time travel so he could go back and fucking... He's caught in a time loop.
He was just like a janitor here, like originally in base reality.
Yeah, and then he went back there. He got the almanac like in fucking, Back to the Future. And he got super rich. Oh, wait, no, we know how he got rich.
But then Neil deGrasse Tyson is like sitting around fucking talking about how we're in base reality. I fucking hate that guy, dude.
Fucking guy, man.